Hello, this is Opinion Radar, and if you're watching this, you're probably someone who values comfort, practicality, and a little bit of common sense, just like me. Now, at my age, I've seen fashion come and go, but one thing that never goes out of style is staying warm without sacrificing comfort. Today, I'm sharing my thoughts on something simple but essential: the fruit of the Loom Women's Micro Waffle Premium Thermal Set. I know, long underwear doesn't sound thrilling, but trust me, when the thermostat dips and your bones start creaking before the weatherman even says cold front, you'll want to know about this little find. Priced at just $15, it's not flashy, but it promises cozy warmth with a fit that respects your shape and your dignity. I've been putting it to the test in my day-to-day life, and I've got plenty to say good, honest, and maybe a little chatty, just how I like it. Let's dive in. Now, I've been around the block a few times, 73 years to be exact, and I remember when long johns were just something you endured, scratchy and stiff, more chore than comfort. So when the cold started nipping at my heels here in Florida, yes, Florida, I decided I needed something cozy, but not cumbersome. That's when I turned to Fruit of the Loom, a brand I've trusted since my younger days. I picked up their Micro Waffle Premium Thermal Set, drawn in by that familiar name and the promise of warmth without the bulk. And let me tell you, the softness surprised me. It's not that thick, heavy material you can't move in, but something lightweight and smooth against the skin. I wore it right after it arrived. No waiting, I was chilly and I could already feel a difference. It traps heat just enough to keep me warm, especially under a sweater or even jeans, without making me feel like I'm wearing a sleeping bag. And that waffle weave, it's subtle, but it gives just enough texture to feel substantial, not flimsy. For someone like me who hates feeling bundled up but still wants to stay warm, this hits the sweet spot. I got the deep purple, real pretty, even if it's mostly hidden, and it's a nice little luxury I can enjoy just between me and my closet. I've been using these thermals mostly around the house, layering them under my sweaters and slacks when the AC kicks in or the winter breeze sneaks through the windows. I don't like to overdress, but I also don't like shivering while I'm sipping my morning tea. This set allows me to keep my usual wardrobe, but with that extra whisper of warmth. I even wore it to the garden club meeting, under my favorite tunic and leggings, and nobody knew I was sporting long underwear. That's the beauty of it. It's discreet, not too shiny or stiff, and doesn't show through lighter fabrics. It's also great for those times I'm lounging, curled up with a book or watching the news. They're not pajamas, mind you, not exactly, but if you don't mind a snug fit, they're cozy enough to pass as loungewear. The top has a crew neck that doesn't gape, and the pants have a mid-rise that stays put without riding down or pinching. Perfect for every day or when you want comfort without sacrificing dignity. Now, let's be honest, nothing's perfect. While I love the soft fabric and how warm it keeps me, the fit is, well, a bit finicky. I usually wear an XL or XXL, but I had to go up to a 3X to get a comfortable fit. The sleeves on the top in the smaller size were like sausages on my arms, tight, unforgiving, and they twisted when I put them on. The pants, especially in the smaller size, felt like they were cutting off circulation near the thighs and ankles. So sizing is definitely something to watch. I've had friends tell me their sets fit true to size, while others say they had to size up twice. Go figure. And the material? It's thin. Let's not pretend it's expedition grade. It's more like a good quality t-shirt that happens to be warm. So if you're facing below zero temps, you might need more. But for where I live, it's just right. Another thing I noticed is the construction. Since it's an underlayer, I get that the seams don't have to be showroom perfect, but I did spot one seam near the waistband that looked like it might unravel if I wasn't careful. Nothing a stitch or two can't fix. My sewing machine gets more use than you'd think at my age, but if you're not the mending type, it might be a bother. Still, for the price, $15, I can forgive a little sloppiness here and there. That's less than some people pay for coffee in a week. And for what you get, soft, comfy, Warm layers that don't bulk up under clothes, it's a solid deal. I've washed mine already in cold water, gentle cycle, and hung it to dry like I always do with delicates. Came out great, no shrinkage, no fading. So if you take care of it, it should last. All in all, I'd say this is a winner for mild to moderate cold. It's not going to replace your heavy winter gear, but for everyday warmth, comfort, and ease, it's a joy. I'm even thinking of getting the animal print, or maybe one with a fun holiday pattern, because why shouldn't long underwear have a little personality? Just maybe check that size chart twice. I may be older, but I still like to feel cozy, put together, and a little bit stylish, even if only I know what's underneath. And Fruit of the Loom, well, they've still got it. If you're looking to stay warm without the fuss, this cozy pick might just be your new favorite underlayer. Don't let the chills sneak up on you. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this review, and subscribe for more comfy, no nonsense recommendations from this season Floridian.